Reading from the Thus Tarot deck. It's nice to welcome back Dale Jackson, International Clairvoyant, for October 2019.
Hello everyone. Hello everybody.
Hello Dale, nice to see you again.
Yes, I'm going to do some card reading today, and then if anyone is interested for a tarot reading, there'll be a way of getting in touch with me, but I'll show you first what I'm going to do, the way I do it.
And people can subscribe to
Yes, you can.
Dale Jackson Clairvoyant International.
That's it, Dale Jackson Clairvoyant International, where you can subscribe, and there'll be me doing readings and things on there.
And what's your contact details?
My email details are thedalejacksonway@virginmedia.com, and you can email me at that address.
What have you got for us today, Dale?
Today I'm going to start with I'm going to do a tarot card reading, and since we're just going through getting into the sign of Sagittarius, the Archer, ruled by the planet Jupiter, there should be interest from the Sagittarians, because it means big things, big changes. Jupiter always has things happening in big ways, and it's the sign of the traveller, journeys, travel, foreign places and so on. So anybody that's thinking about these things, even if they're not Sagittarian, this is a good time of the year to be planning maybe trips for next year and so on. So I'm going to do a reading of 12 cards, 12 months, to indicate some things to look out for in the coming year for them.
Right, thank you, Dale.
Okay, first off I will shuffle the cards, and I'm using the Thoth deck, which is the Aleister Crowley cards, but I have my own particular way of using them. I don't follow the Aleister Crowley instruction book. This is totally the Dale Jackson way, and my way of doing it will not correspond with the book from Aleister Crowley, who designed the deck. So this is a truly new insight into the cards, and it works. So first of all, I'm going to put down 12 cards in 2 rows of 6. And you'll notice that I'm putting them the right way up. I'm not, for instance, putting them that way. I'm putting them that way. Because everything that's on the opposite, you can see it anyway if you know what you're doing. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then we go 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Wow, look at that now. In this lineup that we've got here, we've got a very significant moment here. We've got 2 aces, the swords and the cups, air and water. Now that's going to be something special when I get to that in terms of the progress, because aces always means something is going to be a major changing event of some sort, depending on the element that it's in. So the swords will be to do with work, business or career, and since we've got Sagittarians in mind as I do this reading, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 months on from now might be a very significant moment for Sagittarians to have a look where their career is going and making choices and decisions to further their progress in life. It's also a sign, the sword of justice there, for things to do with the law, legal aspects, boundaries and the law, and what's fair and just, justification of the decisions made. So those are things to be thinking about. And before we get to that 5th month card, we've got there's the swords. In this lineup from now, we've got quite a lot of sword cards as we're moving into that position. So starting with the first card, this Chariot card shows a lovely kind of chariot, the red fiery wheels and the water on the top, and it's a journey. It's like you're going forward on a journey, and the guardians are protecting the path ahead of you, but gently it's like just gently rocking children, family, whatever, people that you nurture, and it's on the forward journey, protected by the guardians. So this is a good start. It's an emotional start in the sense that we're in a fire sign now, but it's coming from this watery area, which is Cancerian on the card. So it's saying coming out of deep feelings and changes and sensitivity, we're going to go forward, fire with the red wheels, into the future. And there will be some reflection to the past, because in this lineup we've got the Hermit card on an aspect to the Chariot. So it's saying look at the past, look at the limitations and restrictions that have held you back in the past or kept you in a certain position without a lot of expansion, because that is changing. There's a crossroads here with this Knight of Swords card, and so you might have options around the Christmas time and into New Year. There might be several choices facing you, and being uncertain or changing your mind a lot about really what's going to be a very definite way to go. So don't really make a big decision if you can help it in the January period. If you can leave it a few weeks or even a few months, you'll make a better decision. The aspects are much better from February onwards. The aspect here on the second card is the Devil with the Knight of Swords. So we've got a bit of interference here. We've got temptation. Temptations coming into the picture, and we've got this card which is showing a character, a male character, this way and that way, saying one thing then doing another. So you're uncertain about someone, and it's kind of saying take it with a pinch of salt. Don't get worried or too concerned. Just be quite flippant across that 4-week period, because you're moving into this one, which is really very, very good, because it's advancing and there's money in the front of you and money behind you. Control the purse strings, put money into different areas, but there's a build-up or savings or a banking behind. So consolidation, and then spread things out and bring money in from different sources if you can, but keep control of the gold, as it were. This is also a lovely card for travel and for this idea of Sagittarius. So we've got the Chariot moving, travelling on the first card, the crossroads, and then we've got the journey going forward being very prosperous. Money, adventure, work, or things that will bring money in. So if you're the sort of person that likes to invest in shares and stocks and so on, you might look at things concerned with foreign aspects, different countries or different investments around the world. So that's something to bear in mind. And then we've got the Moon. So as we're going on to the 4th month, so from now that will be kind of December, January, February, March time, we've got the Moon. And of course the moon changes, and every month there's a full moon and a new moon. But this is a new moon aspect shown in the March period. And that's a very good time to sort of look at things to do with family and love and partners and partnerships. The moon exaggerates things when it's a full moon, but it doesn't shine. The moon doesn't shine of its own accord. The sunshine has to shine onto the moon for the moon to respond and to light up. So you must look at your sun sign characteristics of the people around you in how you would respond to them. So if you've got a personal horoscope, and for instance if your moon sign, not your sun sign, but if your moon sign is say Cancerian, then you'll get on very, very well with the Cancerian people and they'll light you up. So that would apply to anybody. Whatever your moon sign is, the people that have that sun sign will be people that get on with you, like kindred spirits. But the moon in this case is showing a good new beginning. And March also is coming up to these 2 aces, April, where we've got the aces. And it's kind of saying this is an umbilical. It's kind of saying a born again feeling, or a new period of growth and rebirth on the aces. So March time is going to be a significant thing during the next 12 months, March and April. It's justice, fairness, decisions to do with business and protocols and things to do with how we set the rules for our lives and our values in the year ahead. And it's followed by 3 cards that are very down to earth. But the Queen of Discs, the Princess of Discs, sorry, the Hermit and the Devil, and another one, the Universe. All, if you see them together, they're all in a colour array which is very earthy, browns and darker colours, all together there. Not a lot of fresh air, not a lot of insight and vision. This is all down, this is like the underworld, the darkness, but you've got to have the yin and the yang. So we're looking at things that are going to keep you restricted in a place that you know probably works but doesn't help expand or get creative in any way. So March onwards, April, May and so on. So look very seriously at things to do with money, coins, investments, stocks, shares, career, earnings and so on. Look at savings, limited savings or expanding on savings to build up and consolidate. That's the hermit there in his cave. He's not going to go out and flash his money around. He wants to save it. So it's saying look at, and keep a tight hold on the limitations and don't overspend. Spend according to what you've got. And don't be tempted. Here's the devil trying to upset the apple cart and make things go his way, and the little devil will cause chaos if you're not careful. So look at the temptations around you 6 or 7 months on from now, at the beginning of summer, and look at what you know, who you know, and what gives you a feeling of security and that you can rely on, people and situations you can rely on, and hang on to that for a couple of months because it's changeable. You might be feeling a little bit down in this period because we've got these kind of earthy Saturn sort of cards, and you might be wondering which way to play it. What's the, how do you present yourself? This is the big third eye here, look. But eyes closed, what do I do? I'm getting all wound up and gripped up. And on a lighter note, it brings you, the changing moon brings you into this, the Fool card. And in the tarot card reading, the Fool is always significant to the person having the cards done. So this is the card for you. Starts off in innocence, that's the Fool in character, and how it develops. So this is saying, look, the butterfly changes from the cocoon to the butterfly, there are changes and so on, and things become fruitful in the end. So the Fool, that's the individual having the reading, is in a place of innocence and is developing and becoming more aware of what's affecting them as the year goes along. And what will affect people, especially Sagittarians, in this 12 months